This is Dreadmoor, and it's time for Creature Feature from the Monster Manual 2024 edition. Today's creature is the Lizardfolk. Reptilian defenders of the land, whose habitat is forests and swamps.
Lizardfolk dwell in wildernesses suffused with primal magic. While many lizardfolk are humanoids with varied skills, some forge powerful bonds with the elemental plane of Earth, granting them magical connections to the cycle of growth and rebirth. Lizardfolk geomancers draw magic from the natural world, using it to protect their people and territories. Lizardfolk geomancers have a movement speed of 30 feet on land, 20 feet burrowing, and a 30 feet swim speed. For languages, they speak Draconic and Primordial Terran. These neutral medium elementals has the following actions. Multi-attack. The Lizardfolk makes 2 Earth Burst attacks. Earth Burst is a melee or ranged attack roll of +4 with a reach of 5 feet or range of up to 60 feet. If it hits, it does 2d6 + 2 bludgeoning damage. Hail of Stone, recharging on a 5 or 6, with a Constitution saving throw DC 12 on each creature in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point the Lizardfolk can see within 60 feet. Failure. The target receives 64 bludgeoning damage, and the target has the prone condition. Success. The target receives half damage only. Spellcasting. The Lizardfolk casts one of the following spells, requiring no material components and using Wisdom as the spellcasting ability. Spell save DC 12. At will. Elementalism. Once per day for each spell. Meld into stone. Speak with plants and spike growth. Lizardfolk sovereigns undergo magical rites that imbue them with fantastic strength and magic from the elemental plane of Earth. In some, though, it also unlocks a primal viciousness. Lizardfolk Sovereign has a movement speed of 30 feet on land, 20 feet burrowing, and a 30 feet swim speed. With dark vision of 60 feet and immunities to the frightened condition. For languages, they speak Draconic and Primordial Terran. Lizardfolk Sovereign have the following actions. Multi-attack. The Lizardfolk makes 1 bite attack and 1 earthen maul attack. Bite is a melee attack roll of +5 with a reach of 5 feet. If it hits, it does 1d10 + 3 piercing damage. If the target is a creature that isn't a construct or an undead, the Lizardfolk gains temporary hit points equal to the damage dealt. Earthen Maul is a melee attack roll of +5 with a reach of 5 feet. If it hits, it does 2d6 + 3 bludgeoning damage. If the target is a medium or smaller creature, it has the prone condition. These neutral medium elementals have the following bonus action. Charge. The Lizardfolk moves up to its speed or swim speed, straight toward an enemy it can see.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Creature Feature. Our next featured creature is the Shambling Mound.
This is your Dungeon Master Dreadmoor. Thanks for joining me for another creature feature from the Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual.